Okay, hello. It's nice to see you all after, I hope you've had a nice holiday time. It's, yeah, it's been fun. Thank you, Imanox. So, this is probably going to be the last stream, or one of the last streams from this house for me. So I've been, over the last week, I was up in Edinburgh in Scotland, and sort of most things moved, but not my computer, not yet. So this trip, this next one, which will be on Saturday, I'll take everything up, and so you'll have a different view, and I guess so will I. So thank you. Okay, thank you, Aussie boy. Amazing. Okay, so no more broken roads. That is true. That is absolutely the case. There's not going to be any broken roads. So I think I'll get like deliveries and things, which honestly is very, very exciting thought. And also, I'm going to be, because I'm going to be in a city, I'll be able to pop out for coffee and things like that. So, right. So I want to fix some stuff. That's what I want to do. I don't know what bugs need to be fixed, but let's do some. Okay. So let's find first 3.x bug, confirmed bugs, no pending triage, no upstream bugs, and important ones are probably more important to solve. So let's first see if we've got any P4s that we can have a look at, and work our way down from there. So, okay, let's try this use cookie one first. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I added a comment about this already. Okay, let's see. Cookie watch. This is about basically storing an object in... I'm sure I commented on this. This is so weird. Right, okay, so cookie watcher. I made a comment. I'm sure I made a comment on it. I think this is 2. Okay, basically, I must have been halfway through making a comment in that case, if it's not already here. So this is quite a straightforward issue. So the issue here is that if you store an object and then you change something within the object, it doesn't affect the cookie. And that is because it is not, an object isn't deeply watched. It's not a reactive object. It only affects the top level. So this is probably quite a quick thing to solve. Let's give it a go. Next, back to main branch. Pull it down. Let's make it a bit bigger. And let's open up the cookie. So basically the thing is here that we have our own custom ref for cookies. And it's just a ref. So, and we currently watch the cookie. Tom, hello, Happy New Year. We watch the cookie, but it's, if you make a change to something deep within it, it doesn't. Okay. Let's first see if I can reproduce in the playground. Okay. So we have a say const cookie is use cookie test. Hey, Ethan, good to see you too. Okay, use cookie test, and then it's going to be an object, and then we're going to make a change to this object thing. Oh. It's default. Foo bar. Okay, right, so it's an object. And then we're going to make a change to it in a button. Okay, button, click, cookie dot foo is Baz. Thank you, Copilot. And we'll just see if this does anything for us. And I don't think it will. So I'm pretty sure of the issue. Yeah, no, exactly. Don't. This is just for fun. I'm not even sure how long we'll chat, but. Okay, so we've got. Let's see. We should have an application. Cookies should show up here. We have probably some more test values. Let's get rid of them. Okay. Whoa, thank you. Okay, so yeah, so we've got our value, and it is currently set to foo bar change cookie, and it doesn't change. Yeah, that's right. And then we should actually just display it in the screen, and we should see its changes, but it's not updated. Right, that's fine. Let's see why that's happening. Because again, I feel like this should be a really simple thing to fix. Okay, so on the client, what we're doing is we have this cookie ref, and I guess the problem is it's not deeply tracking things. So I think what we want to do is hey, thank you. Yeah, 2024, it's going to be a good year, I think. So I think basically we could wrap this in a ref, right? We basically do want to care about the deep reactivity of the child. So effectively, could we have an internal ref maybe? Someone might have a better idea. Hey, Carlos, you're here, right? Okay. So we have a custom ref, and it's a custom ref. We're handling the value. It's just like handling it at the top level. So it's not reactive. The child is not reactive. Or it is reactive, isn't it? It is updating. Okay, maybe I've got this the wrong way. So it's reactive. Are we watching it? Watching cookie. And okay. Yeah, okay. So okay, watching it. Oh, so we are watching it. Yeah. Change it. It is changed. Okay. So it isn't a problem with well, what is the watch past thing? Okay. So we should in fact trigger our callback, which says this. Okay. Okay, so we have, oh, they're marked as equal. Right. So this is the problem. Hey, Mr. Lannister, nice to see you. I'm assuming you're the Lannister I know from the View Discord. So, may or may not be the case. You are, great. And Alex, hey, and Omar, we're all gathering post-holiday. I'm not actually in Scotland yet. You should be able to tell from the, I've not moved. I'm back in Durham for 1 week. I'm back again, finally into Edinburgh on Saturday. Okay, so there is equal. Interesting. Okay, I'm just going to... Why is it equal? Oh, I'll tell you why it's equal. Wait, what is cookies? That's the original... Oh, it's mutating it, I think. Okay, I think I know. Console log, absolutely, I love it. I know what's going on with console log. Okay, so I think I know what's going on here. Basically, we haven't cloned the. Okay, where are we using it? The cookie value. Because it's an object, the reference is updated. I think what we really want to see is the cookie value and the original reference to the cookie. So here, I think what we want to do is clone it if something like this. We actually probably want a structured clone. Do we use structured clone anywhere? Because it's obviously what's our browser support for structured clone again? How broad are we? Mehmet, good to see you. You said you were going to see me in 2025, so I'm glad you changed your mind and turned up in 2024. Browser compatibility seems pretty broad. Can we use structured clone? What do you think? Do we use it anywhere else? It doesn't seem we do. So maybe not. We use Cloner, I think. We use Cloner. And we actually do use it in every Nuxt app. So I think it's not a problem to use it here. Okay. So we'll just clone the cookie value. And let's see if that makes any difference. Okay. Interesting. Okay, why did that not work? So this is incredibly simple. It's probably embarrassing. It's taking me so long. But so basically we have cookie value, which is the object. Cookies is our raw cookies. Yeah, so it should be cloning it. Okay, this is very strange. Someone feel free to tell me what I'm getting wrong here. So we have, hey, thank you, thank you, Lannister. Okay, so Obviously, there's an object somehow being shared between these two. Okay, I'm just going to log it out. So again, obviously, cookie value equals cookie value. That should be false because we've cloned it. It is false. Okay. Okay, cookies. When is cookie's name set? Has it already been set somehow? Because obviously if we set cookie's name, it doesn't actually... I see. But this is we receive it here. Let's see. Received message. I love the honesty. Okay, so that's not the problem. Yes, you can be here also to look at me sort of fumbling around trying to figure out. Like, I've probably just forgotten everything over the holidays. That's what's really gone on. Okay. Okay, like, come on here. So we have cookie value, like, literally, these are... So we have a ref, and we have an object, and for some reason, they are the same. Are they the same reference, even? Let's just check that. It must be the same reference. Actually, the same object. They must be. No. Then why have they been updated in both places? How is that possible? Okay, so the issue... So the actual issue is that when you're changing a... the issue is that when you change a nested property in an object, which is stored in a cookie, it doesn't write it to the actual document cookies, because when it comes to here, this is equal check passes, and we return. Joaquin, hello. We don't want it to be marked as is equal because it's a change coming. But for some reason, by this point, it is. I'm just going to trace it and see if I can... Okay, so we're hitting it here rightly. Our cookie ref, our custom ref, is passed a value. I wonder if we just clone it. Like that. Maybe that's what we do. And not bother cloning here. We just say cookie value and pass it in that way. And the point is, it's not updated in the... Yeah, let's see what's going on. Josh, hey, good to see you. Adam. Such nice people here. Pablo, are you Svelte Pablo? Or are you a different Pablo? Okay, let's see. Right. Okay, right. Sorry, you were saying. So, Carlos recommended, oh no, Pablo recommended wrap cookie's name with a setter and log when it's being set. Okay. wrap it with a setter. So we'll make a proxy or something. What do we need? We need the target cookies, and then we need get and set, and we'll just log it. Set key value, is it? Are these the things? I'm assuming so. So just return cookies key. No. Target and p. And set is also target first. Yeah. Trace. Thank you. And okay. Let's try that. The svelte Pablo. Absolutely. I don't know if you like that. Is that a good thing to be referred to or not? Okay, so it's not, nothing is being logged there. It's not being set. What is read raw cookies coming back with? Returning pass. Is there any chance that this is a shared thing? So it doesn't have some kind of global. Doesn't seem to be, no. Yeah, I know I can do reflect, and I should if I'm doing it properly, but it shouldn't make any difference for this, right? Like this is still going to log what I want, right? Or is it wrong in some way? I think that's right. So I've got test. Okay, it is logging some stuff. Okay, so, but they're just getters. Okay, so we're not actually logging any setters, which is right actually, because this is a top level top level cookie. We're interested in the test. So let's just say cookies.test equals is that what I wanted? Like, so basically it's not being hit, which is obvious because nobody's setting cookies.test, they're setting a subproperty of it. So I think just, but we're cloning it. We're cloning cookie value. Ah! No. Let's get rid of that and just switch it back for a moment. Okay, okay, so it is in fact here, set. Very weird. Okay, let's just try stringifying it. No, okay, no, we do have to check where it's set. Okay, so let's say cookies dot test dot foo equals get get foo. What am I doing? Oh. I really don't feel this is exactly right. I don't think that's going to do it for us, like in terms of logging it. Okay, someone give me a better idea. Oh, thank you, Omar. That's very kind. And Qubit, hello. Okay. That's interesting. So you're saying that why would it not use a cookie ref? Oh, of course. Yeah, okay, no, that makes sense. So, okay, so it was a... Thank you very much. That's very helpful. So basically, we were just... I was just assuming that we were in custom ref, and it was a problem with custom ref because of... But it wasn't. It was, in fact, a shared object, exactly as we thought, but the problem was it was being cloned here. So I think what we want is just to do this, so we don't have shared objects, and let's try that one more time. Okay, and nope. Refresh it. Oh, it did work. Okay, so it's solved. So basically just using cloner to clone the cookie value. And let's just check that cloner does work with other things than objects. Prior cloner, true. Yeah, okay. Seems fine. Yeah. Fix clone cookie, clone cookie to prevent shared default. Detect changes within object. Something like that. And okay. Absolutely back at it. That is the way. Thank you so much. Simit Jans. No, you didn't derail me at all. Like, that's the fun of it, right? To figure out how these things go. Okay, so basically that resolves this one. And we'll just explain a little bit. When a cookie is an object, changing a property within it will change the original referenced object as well, meaning is equal, doesn't detect change. Instead, we can clone the object, clone the value straight away, so we can detect differences And we can probably create a little test for it as well. So we've got a this test. We have use cookies currently being skipped. I wonder. That might be for a good reason. Like it might not work properly in this, but we'll try it. Okay, describe use cookie. We'll just run test runtime. And okay, does someone have a words per minute test? There's something monkey type. Okay. Should we do a quick test? Find out how many words per minute. Let's see. Oops. I'm not gonna lie, I am proud of that. That was fun. That was fun. I can't believe I didn't make any mistakes. Like I make mistakes all the time. Yeah, the sip of glory. I'm just gonna quietly bask in that. Yeah, well, Dutch. I think not. Okay, I'm actually just. I'm not gonna sign in to save your result. Yes, thank you. I would definitely save that. That's very satisfying. I can't actually believe that I just did that. Okay, right. What are we doing? So describe use cookie. So what are we saying? It correctly updates cookies when object property changes. And we'll just do something like this. Const cookie is, well, exactly what we just did in our playground. So we have cookie is use cookie test. Expect document cookie. Well, let's just see what it looks like in our Happy DOM environment. It might fail, right? Why is this? Okay, and then we are going to set it. And we expect there to be a change. Yeah, it doesn't work because I think document cookie isn't working within the within Happy DOM. Yes, it probably should be an E2E test, which we can do, but I just hate to have the overhead of it. But yeah, we can do it. Okay, we should have a cookie test here anyway. Sets cookies correctly, and then this is server side only. So let's do it on the client. it updates cookies when they are changed. And we have this cookies view, so we can basically, we'll just do the same again. Okay. Sort of browser object cookie, we'll call it. Browser object default. And then we will click. And we will add that as well, might as well. Okay, so we have this, and we have a button, seems fine. So we'll probably want to add our basic test, and we'll just say cookies. We'll close the cookies at the end. Oh, that is a good joke. Santa will be mad the cookie issue wasn't closed before Christmas. That is a good joke. I'm just saying, I love it. Okay, so right, expect. Can I just access cookies? No, I probably have to run it in the context. Evaluate document cookies. It's the best way to do this. Yeah. Okay. That's strange. I think it's a v-test issue. Okay. So basically I'm looking for this, and then I want to decode it probably. Extract cookie is basically going to be equals cookie match. This should be foo bar. This one should be Poop as. Oh, we have to, it's not JSON parse. It is JSON parse, but we also have to decode URI component, I think. What did we have? We had this. So we need to quickly yeah, seems good. Okay, why isn't it working? Oh. Where's... Doesn't seem to have been saved somehow. Oh, I hate it so much. Look at this. This is just such a pain. Okay, go away. I feel Josh probably has the solution to this. Probably some misconfiguration. No, it's very unlikely to be anything you're responsible for, Josh. You just probably know the answer. Where is this? What even are we pulling in here? Sets cookies correctly. Oh, that's fine. That's okay. That makes a lot of sense. That's just that we have now added another cookie to this. Right. Look at this. Why is it being so? Yeah, okay, so that's good. So we'll just add that in. Reload. What else do I have open? Presumably. Okay. Test. Oops. I always forget. It'll fail CI, thankfully. Like, that's one of the best lint rules you can possibly have. Disable the only. Oh, well, that's fair. Okay, test, add ATV test. Oh, and just one very, very quick thing, because I have run afoul of this before, but let's just test it is in fact a genuine regression test, and it will in fact detect the bug, which I probably should have done first. Cool. Do we have ESLint plugin vtest? Yep. So so all good. It does indeed detect the regression. It would indeed detect the regression. So we just need to push it and merge it. Okay. We need to add I have added tests to cover this. Okay. Oops. That shouldn't be staged. Right. And go back to main and let's update our GitHub issue template. Not that. Oh, issue up is no longer used, I think. Issue template config. We need to change the bug report to say, no, the pull request template is what I'm looking for. To say, I have added tests as applicable. Sure, add bullet and tests. Yeah. Cool. Okay, let's do another. Canthology, are you here? Are you in this chat? And it didn't work. It worked for you? Because I could reproduce it. But anyway, we'll do a different one. Issues. We have got, what is this? Behavioral change. It might not actually be a bug. Alex, you said this is important. Are you already working on this? Oh, this is about the shared state. This is about shared state. I think there are several issues that are looking at that. I'm not going to touch that one right now. Let's get rid of the P4 and just have a look at our list here. Let's remove any with an assignee. And we also maybe want to sort by least. Alex, by the way, everybody, Alex has been killing it with issue triage. Honestly, it has been beautiful to see. Like, single-handedly, I would say you've triaged at least 100 issues in the last week or so. Yeah, that is an important thing, I think. Okay, let's have a look at that. Maybe that. Let's have a look at this. Yes, they are. They are really good videos. Oh, what have you linked? Okay, so it seems like this is being triggered if... Okay, yeah, let's fix this. It's annoying. Okay, so... Okay, that's weird. Okay, let's give this a try. Okay, we've got an app. We have got a page. And we have a layout. Okay. Okay. Well, this is a different one. Is this the only one? Is this the only issue? That it displays it on an error page? Because I mean, we can exempt error page rendering. So I think that's a reasonable one to avoid, as in that's an easy fix. But I wonder is there any other situation where this is being triggered? So people are saying that they're getting it. This is totally safe, by the way. This is just a warning. It doesn't actually change any behavior. Okay. What is this? This is, we have a app. Okay, so you encountered this. Let's go back to homepage. Let's see if we can find it for some other reason. This is a reasonable thing. We can actually just say, okay, let's use arrow. Okay, fix. This code is not inserted at runtime. This is purely dev time, and it is purely console logging. It doesn't change behavior. So if you're experiencing anything else other than that, let me know, because I'm assuming this is a very low priority, but maybe annoying. Let's see, layout warning. Let's see, where we set is now layout used, we set that in dev mode only, which is fine. And we set it in as soon as the layout is loaded. Ah, I bet. Hey, good to see you. I wonder. Okay, this really shouldn't happen. Let's see if I can get another reproduction. Okay, so we've got this one here. Let's clone it. So delete playground and Biscoitos, you are so kind. Okay, let's load the playground up. I'm just assuming it doesn't have any dependencies. Zod, maybe. Qubit, thank you. Okay, can we reproduce this? No. Well, that's weird. What do you mean? Restart laptop? Any reproduction which includes restart laptop as part of it feels to me to be very strange. Okay, I can't reproduce with that. So I think, let's see. Okay, so I think the reproduction that Erexio has proposed we can resolve. So fix, do not warn about missing layouts on error page. This one seems to think that there is that is, I need a reproduction if someone is encountering that with Vuetify. Oh, you'll send me a link. Great. Beautiful. Is this the same one? Is this the Nuxt layout error, or is this a different thing? How have I missed? I just miss. Oh, Lamas Dubai. Why have I missed comments in the chat? So if I've missed your thing, sorry about that. Same one, but reproducible in StackBlitz. Cool. Okay, interesting. Well, let's see if I can download it and reproduce here. That's weird. What did it download as? Nuxt examples. Okay. Does this have a... Interesting. It doesn't reproduce. Okay, I think... Watching live and studying at the same time. Yes. Happy New Year, Emito. I think the location error is like, it's the same issue. In fact, I bet it's the same issue. That the log is coming from the fact that there is a 404 or something. Oh, Biscuitos, I always forget who you are. Like that, I blame your name. Like your screen name, always different every time. But I can totally vouch for him, Alex. You should definitely pay a visit. Okay, so I think it might actually be the reason we're getting this here is that there's an error page rendering. So, and on the error page we weren't checking. Well, we were checking for this, and actually we shouldn't check if there's an error page. We shouldn't check if there's a layout used on an error page. That's the one I think we can avoid. So, I have committed it. I've pushed it. I just need to open a pull request. That's what I think the issue is. Cool. Let's, oops, those were issues I was going to take a look at. There's always one fixture that fails. Should figure out why it's flaky. I'll have you know, when I went to visit, I went on the bike. Right. Yes, we can resolve this. Okay. Payload URLs are missing a configured CDN URL. Okay, I think we can do that. So basically, the thing is, in when we render payload URLs, we don't add a CDN URL to them. We also fetch them in a different way. So there are two places I think that we're thinking about this. So payload URLs are the extracted rendered payload for an app, and we actually have we're attaching the base URL, not the CDN URL. So we have this CDN URL here, which is basically, so the to get a build asset, we take the CDN URL if it exists, or the base URL, and then find the path, because that's where it's going to be found. And this is because we want to allow runtime access to something like test, I don't know, payload.json. And this will be handled by Nitro at runtime. But if we have pre-rendered something, then it should probably be accessed by my cdn.cdn.org, test payload.json, right? Along with everything else that's on the CDN. So although to be fair, it's in a different folder. But yes, it should be on the CDN, I guess, if it's pre-rendered. So the point being that we might be able to tell now whether or not something is pre-rendered or whether it's at runtime. So if we have an app manifest, then we know, we write root rules to say whether something is pre-rendered or not. But it might be a little complex. So there are two places where we would need to do it. We would basically need to do use CDN URL when app manifest indicates it was pre-rendered here. And there's another place also. We have payload.json, which is in why is it? Why is it not showing up? Oh, I see. It's just an issue with my search because we have the extension like this. So here we would do the same. So we would basically say this. Okay, so these are the two places we would need to make this change in order for this to work. So I think that's fair. Alex, what do you think? Do you think it makes sense to fetch the payload from the CDN if it was pre-rendered? Oh, for goodness sake. I hate flaky CIs, look. There's been an issue more recently with a new GitHub artifact handling where it doesn't work. Like it's timeout. You just have to rerun it and it works fine. Okay, so in this case, we have is pre-rendered. Oh no, sorry, this is the renderer. In this case, we have is pre-rendered. And basically, I guess if there's no app manifest, okay, so we need to handle this. Okay, so basically we'd say const prefix is we'll pull the runtime config. Okay, is app manifest and is pre-rendered URL. Yeah, because that is how we do it. So the prefix is either going to be the CDN URL or the base URL. So this is right. This is matching the same pattern. Is pre-rendered. Oh, I see. This needs to be. Where do we use it? Synchronously. I think, let's see, can we refactor this? So the payload URL should Julien, good to see you. Okay, where do we use it? We use it in preload payload and in load payload. And we do need to know this, and we do need to be able to pull it in. So, I mean, the issue I think that we could do is that it's tricky. We need to make this I mean, it'd be simple enough to change this in the renderer. Yeah, it definitely is async. Okay, so I think it has to be pretty much async. The problem is if we make it async, then it means that we can't preload any of these URLs unless we first got our manifest, which is not ideal because it feels like that's going to slow us down, right? Like we'll have waterfall for all the payloads. We first have to get the manifest. Okay, I'm going to stash this in a whip branch, and I'll call it payload URL. I won't forget it, but this is maybe a little bit more complicated. Let's do something else. Well, thank you, Alex. Okay, what's something else we can do? Oh, this is a okay. Okay, let's do this. So I think this is a weird behavior in a client component. So we'll create one. We'll call it foo. Oh, it needs to be a client component. And basically, something which is only used in setup function, is never exposed, is triggering a warning. So let's just see if this is still reproducible. Yes. Because I think what we do with client-only components is that we iterate over the return. Oh. Yes. Right. Okay, so this seems to be an upstream issue in Vite plugin view. Break. Okay, we'll take a break. We'll take a 5-minute break. I'll get a fresh cup of tea and we will come back and look at this again. So, see you all in a moment. And yes, Josh, see you later. Okay, I am back with a fresh cup of tea and someone was calling me. I don't quite know what to do with that. How would that even happen? And what vehicle was that coming in through? I have no idea. That's very weird. Okay. I honestly have no idea. I don't know who it was. And team sound. Okay. So I will have to figure out what that is about. I will actually see if I can just very, very quickly. I'll be back in 30 seconds and figure out what that was, and then I will return. Sorry about that. Figured out what it was, and all is good. Okay, so let's see. Vite plugin view is transforming the. Oh, that's interesting. It's transforming our code, but it's only happening in dev. And somehow it's doing this wrongly. So let's see. So basically, if we fire up dev, make sure DevTools is enabled. Like this. And we should be able to see the transformation step. And inspect this one. The transformation is, what did we call it? Foo. Okay. So what it's doing is, I think not that, it's the SSR one, is it? Foo.client.view. Oh, it will not be SSR. Oh, it's maybe a different stage here. So the problem is, yes, returned is being set to hello. And it is being done by, yeah, the Vite view plugin here. Yeah. So that's interesting. So the question is whether we can reproduce this in the Vue SFC, the Vue playground by itself. And so what we want to do is this, something like yeah, so we can reproduce it. Like this shouldn't happen. Right? It's just unused. Except in production, it knows that. In dev, it doesn't know that. So it's obviously doing something faster to avoid, presumably this is for performance. And I'm guessing in the window it's going to say it's going to give me some kind of warning, right? Cool. Yeah, the DevTools are really helpful. I mean, honestly, I'm pretty sure that a lot of the DevTools were built originally for us because we needed it. Interestingly, it's not giving me any warning, but it is definitely doing this, like setting the value, even though it's not used. So it analyzes it, but it doesn't check to see that it's used. I'm guessing this must be deliberate. Okay, but we can file a bug that. So why does it happen only with client-only components? I guess that's the. Oh, I bet I know. The issue is that with client-only components, we are actually setting the returned values on the wrapper. So because we basically do this. We set it like where is it? This. So we probably pass it in, and that's probably part of the issue. Or something like that. Clone vnode. You mean instead of create element vnode? Maybe we could also do something like but this is, I think, only if we but this is the fork that we're hitting, right? Let's see. So if because I think in production we just directly we have a function, and so it's fine. So here what we want to do is this. Sorry, this is something we can try. Okay, can I try that? See if that works. No, that's true. Let's try this. Okay, I'm doing something stupid here. What were we doing before? Spreading setup state. We're returning. Oh, we have to return it, of course. Also not working. Interesting. Okay, so why did we clone it exactly? It is unclear to me why this isn't working. So it feels like what I'm doing here is I'm setting something. Oh. If it's... What was what we said before? It was based on it being a function. Interesting. Oh, but that's being logged somewhere else. That's being logged there. Okay, that's fine. The issue here... The issue is the spreading. But in this case, it's not a render function, right? In this case, it is simply... maybe I'm wrong. We're checking that it's not a function, right? So it is this. It is the is script setup. And hello. So, sorry, is the noise blocking people? Remind me how to do that. It's somewhere here, right? Sound settings. Noise blocker. Sorry, I'm going to go to your message. Yes, okay. Voice isolation. Let's try that. Is that good? Okay, I've just done on voice isolation, so hopefully you now hear, I don't know, more of me, less of other sounds from small people. No, I've switched on. Let's try it again. Is that making a difference? OBS is open, and I've turned on voice isolation. And it really doesn't make a difference for you? Oh, great. Excellent. Is it better? Well, if it's not better, let me know, and we can change it. It's good. It's deep. Excellent. That is really good to know. Okay, so interesting. So we've got this is script setup, but then after we access during render, which is not... Why is it not? Defined on the instance. Presumably because there's something else. Oh no, the keyboard is gone. Crazy. Crazy. Sorry about that. I like my keyboard sound. Um, right. Sorry, I was distracted. Okay, so that doesn't work. Basically, I think because, well, this should be fine. Like, I don't know why that isn't working because we are returning it. Hmm. Let's see. Um, Thank you, Biscoitus. See you later. This is weird. Right. Oh, it's accessed in foo.client. Oh, but that is it. It's accessed during render, but not defined on instance. Okay, so it's accessed where? This. Let's log the clone. Okay, so we have our clone. It has a setup function and a render function. Okay, so that's maybe the issue. Yeah. Oh, I see. So it's being accessed here, but it doesn't exist. But why wouldn't it exist? Like if we're setting it. If we're setting it, let's just log the context. Yeah, of course, the proxy. We've got yeah, it's not present there. And the context, I wonder if there's another way of doing this. Hello, welcome. So, okay, so what does an actual SFC do? Like we have got our returned, and we have that, yes. And where is it accessing it? As in, where is it passing it to the render function? So the render function is receiving the context, cache, setup data options. And if I actually use this, does anything change? No, it's coming from setup high. Well, we could try this. So, um, yeah, that solved it. Okay. Well, Julian, if you have a better idea, I'm very, very up for that. Um, so do just let me know your suggestion. Um, this is probably only relevant in dev mode, right? But okay. And it's only a warning, right? It's not an error. So it will be difficult to test for it, but we can say client clone setup. So what we're going to do here is we'll say fix next avoid cloning, avoid spreading setup state in client only. I was wondering about that. And the thing that I was saying is that I don't think we have a test because it wasn't an error, right? It was just a warning, I think. And it worked fine in production. And in development, it was just a warning. So it wasn't something we could test for. But if you can think of a way of testing it, then that would be great. I don't mean just to ignore it, ignore your point, which is very good. But oh, that's a very, very good point, Julian. Okay. Yeah, that's a very good point. Um, yeah, we need to do that. Can merge this one. Like the dist cache just doesn't. It's a GitHub Action bug. Okay, let's see how we can add a test for that in that case. So, okay, if we revert it and go back to the main branch and go to our um, next compose. Oh, you can add it. Amazing! I love that. That is very kind. It's not the most glamorous thing to build a test. But... Okay, what's our next issue? If people are still up for this, like you're not bored yet. Okay. Mm, this was some time ago. I'm not sure if it's still a problem because a lot of things have happened since 3.5.1. I think this is probably resolved because we now, let's see, 3.9.0, and then we have uh, view latest and view router. Latest will delete lock file, node modules, reinstall, and let's see. And what's that? Try that again. That's interesting. Why would that not be? We should have that being pulled in from here. So why not? Might need to clone it locally to see. Okay, this is that wonderful. Just GitHub. Okay, that's interesting. Oh, we need to add that as a dependency, I guess. Hmm. Interesting. Okay. So now it needs to be record string any. I think this is maybe an issue with the types here for DevTools because it should be exporting a default function, which is unrelated. If we did that, does it have a default export? No. Photos from module. Okay, this is unrelated, but We should fix it in DevTools. I think. So, this is probably a subsequent regression. And okay, next DevTools. Packages, DevTools, module, module options. Type is from types. Module options. Module options, no. Where is it exporting them from? DevTools kit types. Okay, I think we no longer accept a Boolean option. And we'll probably have a pull request somewhere that does that. Okay, so I think we can basically close that. Well, I'm delighted you would want to. Here's a little article I wrote about contributing to Nuxt. So have a quick read of that and let me know if that answers your questions. I'd be really happy if you wanted to talk to me about it. Anyway. Okay. Right. Okay. But I do think we need to solve the issue with DevTools because I think that that is the case. If I try, let's just see if I can reproduce in here. If I try Nuxt config and say DevTools, yeah, it's any. Let's see if there's already an issue tracking this. Options. Come on. Okay. Bug report. Module options are typed as any. We can have a look at Nuxt DevTools. When accessing type completion for DevTools, it is typed as any because there is no default export in when using bundler module resolution, it works fine. It should, as the type is instead. Let's just confirm that. And it does it? It does. It does work at that point. think it might be easier for me just to open a fix for this. Okay, DevTools. Because it is so very simple, it is just a matter of updating I think we can get rid of that entirely. Because TypeScript will infer that it should be the .d.mts anyway. Okay. We have to install some deps. Okay. Git stash save with get pull pmpi git stash pop. Update types. So basically, what should be generated is already a module.d.mts. It's a shame it doesn't generate. We can keep it in as .d.mts until the module builder. Oops. The difference, Mehmet, is that the way the DevTools is built is different. So this is the types here. So this is not, the types file is not built in the same way. The types file in this case is built from this types.ts. So it overrides it. So it's not the same configuration. That's because Anthony has set it up differently. This is an issue I want to tackle as well. Interesting. Why did that fail? Oh, I think it's failing on main branch anyway. Yeah. Happy New Year, Daniel. Brilliant. Thank you. Thank you, Alex, for finding that. So we should be able to solve that. It's not strictly linked to this issue, but it is something I think that we can resolve. So we have a way of detecting any's. So here we go. So this is an is any, and we can apply it to the plugins as well. So I think what we would just do is this, and say is any a unknown. There we go. Let's try that. Do you wanna try that in your reproduction, or maybe you already have it? Let's see. Let's try the view use motion one. Oh yeah, he added it already. So let's just clone this. And let's install. Hey, Praz. Okay. And let's see. Is it unknown? It is unknown. Okay, let's just make the quick fix to Nuxt itself. Or actually, I can just do it directly in the generated file. So let's do it in types plugins and say that. Oh, what's not on here? Oh, yep, it works. Okay, people, I think this is something we can ship pretty quickly. There we go. And cool. Um, Ignore plugins typed as any when inferring injections. In some cases to be investigated, we can have a plugin typed as any, typically in a module. This can break inference of other plugin injections. This change protects us from that by only adding plugin types if they are not any. Cool. I'm just going to restart these fixtures. And Oh, I'll remove the needs of reproduction. Sorry about that. Ooh. Okay, so what is the next bug? Yeah, it is so nice the fact that Vue 3.4 solves that. Um, and yes, Daniel, sorry about that. I didn't realize actually that there was an updated PR. It's, okay, just fixing the, okay. Okay, so we're going to make a couple of changes. So this shouldn't be updated. Why is that set to be string or any? Because basically that adding any removes the possibility of, I see, and that's why you set it, but we don't want that it to be any. We want it to be, I guess, a string always. And the reason it's throwing an error there is that it could be something else. So what we need to do is just check what it is. We would do something like that. And okay. Okay. This all looks good to me, by the way. This is just some small changes. Okay, let's see. Maybe we'll do it more safely. Um, let's write playground code. Okay, this all looks fine to me. And I'll just update the README very, very slightly. Okay, use connect to client to remove the okay. This looks good to me. I think we can merge and whoops, 3 hashes instead of 4. I think the 4, these are underneath use auth. So use auth is returns an object which has the property logged in and the property user. I think that's what's going on there. But nice attention to detail. Cool. We'll look at that in a second. Where are we? Pull requests. Alex, I love it. Just hitting that approve button over there. Okay. a pre-pack. Okay, and it produces a, just checking that we have our .d.mts, is what we'll pull in here. Really, we shouldn't need that, but anyway. Anything else to update? Yes. Well, the fact is actually that quite a lot of companies don't sponsor me. Um, like I think there's almost nothing that I do that is no, I think there is nothing that I do that is because a company sponsors me. Um, oh, there is no test. Well, that's interesting. It's basically pre-pack as our test. We need a test. I can't believe there's no tests here. Okay. Ooh, interesting. Someone reported this. Um, yeah, it's because of different versions of Nuxt that are around. So I think issue is probably this. It's okay. I appreciate the love, but it's fine. There we go. The it's so tricky. Like the issue with the storybook module is an issue with the storybook module. It needs to be fixed. Um, it's not too difficult to do either. But it's not a top of my priority list. But please do it. I've given some guidance in terms of what needs to be done, but cool. Okay, released. I hope that helps, Daniel. Um, basically, basically, Nuxt has certain things that it needs in order to boot up. And you just need to make sure that you have them in place. So this is what we do in Nuxt test utils to ensure that Nuxt has the environment it needs. And we just need to do something very similar in the storybook environment. So this is not very complex. It's this. You can copy and paste it across. It just needs to be done. Um, and if anyone has having an issue doing it, feel free to ping me. I'm very happy to help if I can. I'm sure it is, but yes, ping, please. Okay, right. What next? Oh, down to 872. That's always nice, isn't it? When you see the issues decreasing. Um, hmm. So this is yeah, this is interesting, isn't it? Um, because there is a related issue. Um, let's see first. Yeah, you see the error here. Now, if we set production, so I think this is a dev only issue, with the exception that there's currently a bug in that if you don't do this, you get the development version of Vue in production, which is not great. Um, right. Okay. That is definitely an issue and something that's worth looking at. But I'm not. But basically, I'm not sure it's an issue or a bug. So basically, what happens is Nuxt takes it, like when an error is thrown, that error, like it's an error. It's so Vue reports that as an error. So um, that's why Vue is reporting this as an error. There was an error thrown. It couldn't render the template. Nuxt then catches that, discards it, and renders the error page as a separate internal request. So this is actually really expected behavior, but it should be better DX. Um, it's not a bug. It's not. There's nothing not working with Nuxt. This is by design. This is how it works. Vue does not support this. Like the idea of handling errors in and by throwing an error is not something that Vue does. So this is something Nuxt does on top of Vue. So Vue throws an error that's expected. Nuxt then handles it. I it doesn't render the home component. So what it does is it throws a prop type check issue. I think. So I don't think if we look at the reproduction, the home component is rendered. But maybe I'm wrong. Is it rendered? Let's see. It logs, but it's not logging that it's rendering it. It's logging that the that the prop is not there, which I think is before the let's see what happens in in the SFC playground. So basically, if we have this, um, let's see. Basically, I think we still have the render function. And this is only relevant in development mode, basically. So in development mode, home is okay. Well, let's try this again. So home setup function runs. So in development mode, you see the setup function is running. That's how it is working. Let's just update our dependencies as well. I don't believe at Thronsk that actually yet works. Um, okay, so the setup function is not run in once it's built. Yes, it is. It's planned. I think it's C12 is where we should have a look. So it's not running in production, and it won't warn if you set the node environment to production. So then it won't even warn. So we just update this so we've got a node 3.9 reproduction. Come on, fork. That's a pain when Stackblitz doesn't work. This is not the only time either. Come on, save. Should let them know about this. Right. Anyway, thank you everybody. It has been a huge, it's a lot of fun to be back streaming, and I might stream again this week, but if I don't, you'll see me next time in Scotland. So that will be fun. We'll hope it hope it all works. But yeah, have a lovely evening and rest of your day and all of that. And we should join someone else, I think. We should see if there's some other stream going on at the moment that we can raid. The Final Nights, yes, the Final Nights in Durham. That's quite a thought. Um, how do people feel about going to raid Jen? Um, I think she's just starting her evening or morning. So we can go and join her and hopefully give her a nice boost as she's starting off. Um, yeah, thank you. Um, yeah, it's really nice to be back. And yeah, catch up with you all later. Bye.